Alright, we'll start this video off with another command shit draw on the 14th turn of the 16 turn game. Things are tightening up, and all kinds of chits to draw, and both sides have taken their combats. So any other combats now will be just residuals. Nobody's allowed to move and adjacent voluntarily and have combat. That's the way this game works. Alright, combat's taken by the Confederates. Put both these markers here, and it will turn over to a Confederate chit draw. Specifically, Rhodes. 3 translates into 6 movement points for old Mr. Rhodes and his formation. Where do we have Rhodes at here? Oh, I don't have my spectacles. There we go. Where is Rhodes? Alright, he's got his 3 brigades here. We'll see what we want to do with them. They can move 6 movement points, and he does have artillery, but combat's already been taken. So let's look around and see if we got any residuals lingering. It's been a day or so since I've been able to sit down here and play. So let me check this out. We'll be right back with Rhodes's movements. Since all the logistics for capable combat has already been taken up, I'm afraid Rhodes is going to have to sit tight and dig in. There are no supplies there, Mr. Rhodes, for you to do anything. So we'll go on here for another chit draw. It's best for you to stay put. We'll move over to the Union turn. And specifically, it will be 2nd Corps. Rolling for 2nd Corps with a 1. Oh, let me see here. 4 movement points. 2nd Corps is in the heart of everything. They could have used a big... It kind of makes sense since they ran to this spot about a half a mile. And they're here, and they can only move 4 movement points now. So they go from 10 last turn to only 4. Maybe can't make that stuff up, and they are worn out. We'll see what they want to do. We have, I think I'm looking at 5 brigades right here. We'll be right back. All right, everybody just turn sideways as moved, which is pretty much the whole Corps. And there's our spots, grabbing us a spot on the hill mostly, and whipping on around to give them a zone of control, just in case they... If I was a rebel player, I wouldn't want to get too far out, but we are all still within command range. 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes within each other. We've just spread it out thinly to stop any other advance, and maybe get us a hook around next turn. But that is it. We're going for another chit draw. Oh, make sure to write them mandatories. Let me look and see here. We have something going on over here in Wheatfield. Hold on a second. He's in the flat. He's in the woods. I think we're good. We have already established that the Wheatfield is not clear terrain, so there's no mandatory there. Nobody else really adjacent. They're adjacent here. He's in the clear. Uh-oh, we got something going on here. Yeah, we got a mandatory attack going on here, and it is the... Ooh, that's a mandatory attack on the burden of the rebels because they are in the open. All right, I should have seen that. We should have took care of that last turn. So let's go ahead and roll for that combat. I'm a little bit off here. Let's see if there's anybody else. Yeah, there's a residual combat here, and it is a burden of the rebels because they're in the clear. Same level, but they're in the clear, and the Union are in the woods, so the burden will be definitely on this old boy here. So let's go ahead and see Pender. If he has any artillery, he does not. 1st Corps. Ooh, no artillery for them, but they do always have Hunt's guns. So we'll do it this way. It will be a 1-2 attack by the rebels. 1-2 attack, and this is an attack we sort of did last turn. This is not going to have any impact on the game, but we'll see what goes on here. 1-2, +1 for the attacker. So the rebels got to attack. There you go. We will roll for the victim first, and that will be Doubledays Vermont. Now he's got a terrain effectiveness rating of 4. We rolled for him. There you go, because he was unproven in combat. We had to roll for so a 4 or less for the Union player. And what we have here, -1 on the Union die roll. So it's 1 and 2. -1. We got a 4, it means 3. His tactical effectiveness rating is 4, so he will stay put. Now for the attacker, and this is +1, but they have a 4 rating, so 4 or less, +1. 3, so everybody stays put. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing goes on there. So the next time the rebels draw, it's a Union turn here now. They don't have they're not mandatory obligated to attack because they're in the woods. But the next rebel draw, they got to resolve that attack. Let's move everybody this way. And we're ready for another chit draw. We're up to date. But we do still have a residual mandatory attack for the rebels when it's their chit draw, because they're in the open and the Union are in the woods. Alright, that's about it. Let's see, another chit draw here. Oh man, this thing is full of chits. We haven't done nothing yet this turn. Alright, it will stay the Union, and it will be 6 core. 5. 6 core doesn't do too bad, excuse me. Oh, I was going to say we already rolled from 8 movement points for 6 core under 5. And they have artillery, but combat's already been used. And they are back here. I want to see what they want to do. We'll be back with 6 cores. Ooh, he's got some good movement points. 8. Let me check that out again. Yep, 8 movement points. We'll be right back. All right, then we have, 6 cores. That? Yep, 6 cores movement is complete. Everybody that's turned sideways has moved. You can see we're coming down here. We had a thought of heading them up this way. We could definitely use some help. Why would we just overwhelm this? I'd call it our right flank, I guess. Left flank, right flank, center. We'll just overwhelm the hell out of that. Move them this way. That's the furthest they can move. They're turned sideways, and we're ready for another chit draw. Now we did leave old boy up here, who will be out of command, but he's keeping that spot guarded, just in case. And we're going to leave 3rd Corps in charge of taking care of these guys if they get themselves a flank attack. So might have left that a little bit undermanned, but hopefully our rear won't come back to haunt us. That'll be it for this draw. Turn these boys on around. Early in Hayes' brigade kind of getting caught up in there, watching as all the Union troops swarm around them. What will they do? All right. Be back. Sorry about cutting it short, but it'd be grilling season out there. And we got a nice deck and some shade. Food to be grilled. And getting all ready for the festive marriage weekend here at GWG. Yeah. We're looking here, and we're seeing in this game too, when you get down to it, you got to protect those flanks, and these high die rolls are equaling good maneuvers. Trying to keep yourself from getting surrounded. So if you play this game, keep those lines from getting turned. That has happened a few times in this game. So, and like I said, we're pretty much a veteran. If we played this game over a second time with somebody else, with another opponent, we both have played this game once, it'd be a totally different game. But this is our learn through version. We'll be back. Okay, night has fallen in the old war room section of the man cave. We're ready for some more Gettysburg command markers. And it will be the Confederate States that swings it over to the Confederates. It's been mostly a Union turn, and it will be McLaw. McLaw is rolling for his distances men can travel. It's a 4 for McLaw. 4 translates into 6 movement points for McLaw. 6s are wild, and McLaw is back here defending. The last spot. His men are cut off, and just fighting for the good old South because it don't look good. We'll see what McLaw's men want to do. Too bad there's not a morale check. We'll be back. Alright, our only move is to go into there. The reason we can get away with that is it's not a mandatory combat. Number one, we're in the woods, but more importantly, he's on the same elevation, so we'll get away with moving next to the Union. Giving these men a little bit of confidence, everybody next to each other, and no mandatory combat. That'll be it for McLaw. Next chit draw, and it's just going to be a maneuvering game here on the, we are at the early afternoon turn. Only 2 turns left. Alright, it stays in the, ball stays in the Confederate court. And we'll be rolling for Pickett. Ooh, what does Pickett want to do? Let's see his roll first. Pickett's been a disappointment on the rolls. 3 for Pickett. Turns out to be 6, which is ain't bad. 8 or 10. So Pickett's got a good capacity. You got a, what would you call it? Oh, shoot. Oh, forget it. I can't think of the word. So anyway, let's see down here. Oh, Pickett. He has 3. And they're up here on the hill. Let me see if I want to do anything with Pickett. It's getting down to crunch time, so I want to make sure I got these guys off. He's up on the hill. I don't think there's anywhere else we can really go. Ooh, and we can't initiate combat. We'll be right back. All right, we're going to move him off the hill. I don't know how advised that is down here in the open, but I don't have any zone of control, just cutting off any spot in case Union want to make a move around to the rear. That'll be it for Pickett's move. Kind of anticlimactic on these chit draws, but like I said, it's just going to be a maneuver game here. Now we'll go through these pretty quick. See what we got here. It's back in the Union with a Union chit draw. And specifically, we are looking at the Corps, whose job it is to take that spot. We'll see if we can. They just reinforce that area there. We can't initiate combat, so we'll have to see what we want to do with the 1 brigade. Ooh, who else we got here? Nope, that's it. See what units we got. And we really need to protect this spot here, so we'll have to do it too. We want to do with that 1 unit. We'll be right back. Too much of an eager beaver. No Darrow modifier with a 3. Translates into 6. Now we'll be back and see what we want to do. Oh, we have another unit down here. So we have 3 brigades. We'll be right back. Consolidating below the hill. Getting ready for a chit draw that comes up. Let's move up there and get us a flank attack going on. Although, one of these units will have to attack his neighbor. This spot here is pretty well solidified because he can't move in Arizona controls without stopping. So once he gets a big, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about a 10. That spot there is pretty well safe still. That'll be it for 3rd Corps' move. These men here are half-strength brigades. They have taken casualties and aren't at full combat strength. There you go. Next chit draw. Stays with the Union. And it is 9th or 11th Corps. We still figured out. Maybe it's 11th. Alright, 11th Corps. Ooh, they got a good roll with a 5. And that comes out to 8 movement points. The 5. And he has artillery, but the combat's already been taken. Alright, where do we have them at? They're up here, guarding this line. The picket line. We'll be back. Decided to have some fun with the game and move them on around. So we are winding our boys. They're exhausted, but we can come on around here. We're trying to get into some good open areas. So maybe we can get some attacks. We'll see how it goes. The rebels might just say, screw you, and come on down here and attack my men. So that might have been totally foolhardy, but I wanted to get them up there. I don't think he's going to move these men around too much. We'll see what's up. And, you know, it all depends on chit draws. About it's the only reason you can play this halfway solitaire. And you could say things like what they would do, because you don't know what would happen if their chit draw comes before these boys in the next turn. So it makes for a lot of good replayability and good solitaire play. them all the right way. And they are all within command range, too. We wanted to make sure of that. So, a little bit of a surrounding feeling. And that's one thing that's a big on this game is watch out about getting surrounded with these big rolls when some of these commanders. All right, let's get on down here. Finish this on up. All right, it'll stay within the Union court with 5th Corps. 4. 5th Corps 4 translates into 8 movement point. He has artillery. Combat's already been taken care of. No more combat. So, 5th Corps. Ooh, ain't much left of them. They're down here around Cemetery Hill. Not really holding the spot. Out of command range, both of them. 1, 2, 3, no, they're not. We're up all the command range. Let's see if there might be some more troops somewhere else. Let's see. Oh, nope. That is it. They should be all in command range right now. So, 1, 2, 3, yeah, all in command range. Take that out. But I'm only seeing 2 brigades right off the bat. They must have taken some good losses. There you go. Yep. All their men are down here. All right, only 2 brigades left. They're in some good positions. They are in command. I think we might just leave them there. We'll be right back. Yeah, they're up here on the hill. And they're nice little spots. They're not going to go anywhere. So, digging in for no orders for 5th Corps. Next chit draw. Confederates. Specifically, Johnson. Johnson's all around here. The only thing is, combat's already been taken. So, roll for Johnson. We'll see what their men want to do if they can get a high roll. Gets a 5. And for Johnson, that translates into 10 movement points. Johnson can get it going. His men are down here, but like I said, combat's already been taken. See if they want to get into a better strategic spot. Or rather, tactical spot. We'll be right back. We'll hold Stonewall's brigade. We'll see how many points it takes to get over this creek. That'll be 1, 2, 3 in the woods. 4, 5, 6, 7 the slope. 8, 9 the woods. So we'll put him right here. No mandatory attack because we're in the woods. Everything's good. We got a little flank going on if we ever feel like it. But like I said, no mandatory attack because we're in the woods. All right. There you go. Ooh, that'll be it. Another chit draw. In the woods, in the woods. Only in the clear is there a mandatory attack most of the time. It'll stay at Confederates. It is Anderson. We're getting around there now. Anderson's up here. We take advantage of the Union move. Let's see how many points. How far? Oh, Anderson might be pulling one. He'll only move 6 though. Wow, Anderson, a little short on tactical ability. With that 6, when his fellow generals can move maybe 10. So we can see how Anderson was logistical wise. All right, I see 1, 2, 3. They're up here. Pickett is still guarding. We'll see what we want to do. Be right back. All right, Anderson's men making a big shift, taking advantage. You boys go on. You can wander all up there if you want. We're coming down here where the action is because there's a nice victory marker. We'll see what we can do about attacks. We still have no, we don't have that Long Street marker. We still have the Grand Battery though, so we're in position to maybe make a grab. We did put him up on the hill for any silk offs, and he is out of command range, which means he won't be able to initiate attack, but he can still move. But he can't initiate any combats next turn. All right, that is it for Anderson's move. We've shifted down here. There you go. And like I said, this is just going to be a movement chit draw. I think this might be the last chit. Union chit switches on over. We'll get ready for the next turn. I don't know if we'll do that tonight because I'm getting up and going fishing tomorrow morning. 3 o'clock in the morning I gotta get up. So yeah, this will probably be it for tonight. Let's see who it is. It is 1st Corps. They only got 1 man here. He is stuck. He is a stucky. Can't go anywhere. So it is a moot draw. All right, we'll put him over here. That'll take care of all the command chits. All right, let's call this a quick video. When we come back, we'll have everything laid out ready for the late afternoon turn. Pretty sure that's an up-to-date score, 35-50. But I could be wrong. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, here's look at the battlefield of Gettysburg on the end of the early afternoon. We'll go into late afternoon. Last day of the battle. Still got a grand battery to form. Used up all these, and we're ready to put all these command chip markers back in. Getting down to nitty gritty. Clash of Giants Civil War. Having a great time with this game. I'm gonna call it a night. Be back.